There's a lot of individual responsibility. There's a lot of group responsibility. And that's what makes the fight fun, is having to succeed at something as a group, but then also having to succeed at something on your own. So the way that he works is you'll go in, you'll start fighting him, and you'll do normal damage to him, but he's just a sponge, a giant, massive sponge. All throughout the edge of the arena are these cool white mantle statues. And when the artist made them, it was like, what? We're using these in the fight. This is totally where things are gonna come from. So I was working with Franco, and he created this cool material effect of like a charge up. When the statue's building up, it's changing colors and there's light rays coming out, and then when it breaks, it actually like shatters, because Dana did this really neat animation with it. And it shatters all over the floor, and a projection appears, and that projection is actually like White Mantle heroes. Their job is to run around and be bullies, but also players can use them and actually weaken the keep construct. What you should be doing is trying to shatter him by doing some mechanics with the projections. And when you're able to actually shatter him, his core is available. So during that core phase, there's an edge of the arena that if you go into that area, you start taking a ton of damage. So that's always bad. That's only there during the core phase, and also during if you have the Ring of Fire, or rather the Down, Down, Downed achievement. He's got these cool cutter attacks where he kind of like pounds on the ground and sends out a cone of energy. Depending on the health of the keep construct, he'll do less or more. So when you first start out fighting him, he'll probably only do like one cone in the front, and that just kind of moves around in a circle, and players have to avoid it. But then later on, he'll end up having 2 of those beams, and you have to avoid those, and then 3, and it just gets crazier and crazier. He also does a lot of leap attacks, where he focuses on a player and then jumps at them, and players need to evacuate that spot. But later on, he kind of gets a little bit more hectic. And so he'll actually leap in the air and start chucking body parts at people, and just stones raining everywhere, and you have to avoid all those. Then he'll glob himself back together and come back down into the fray. I think my favorite is, and this is contentious, it's my favorite, it's a lot of players' favorites. Some players hate it. All the players will get a giant ring around their feet, decal, and it's got a timer on it. And so when that timer hits the end, you blow up. You will take damage, and you will take damage, or anyone around you is going to take damage. So what players have to do, because all of them get it, is they need to run around to the edges so that they're not overlapping, and then wait for the blow up, boom, pow, and then get back in. You'll get to this cool phase that players have been calling like the soccer phase or the hockey phase. What players do is they'll deal with the projections, and then 1 or 2 players will deal with the core, and what they do is they hit it with their basic abilities, and that knocks it around the field. And so what they do is kick it into a couple unstable lay rifts, and the more they do that, by the time that phase is over, then it weakens the keep construct. And so when you exit that phase, he's available, he's weakened, you can do a bunch of damage to him, you get big hits. I got some hits up to like over 100K. Like, that's always fun. Like, that feels good. It's the same arena that you fight Matthias in, at least from an asset perspective. We tweaked it a little bit so that it works with the encounter. It gave us this neat opportunity to showcase the Twisted Castle, which is the event after Keep Construct. And in that space, the keep has been pulled apart, and it's floating around, and it's reminiscent of like an MC Escher painting. But we didn't want players to see that from a distance. Once you destroy the Keep Construct, it's gonna blow out, and you actually get this amazing reveal of the Twisted Castle.